What's up, everyone? Welcome to a daytime edition of Over the Top Rope. I'm your host, Houston with Houston the Graph. And I don't know what shot it is, I got my man, Vinny Pacifico.
Thank you for having me. How are you doing?
I'm good, man. How about yourself?
Very, very good. Just hitting the gym, doing some light cardio, and then later on coming back and doing back later. But I usually do 2 a days, so I do cardio in the morning and then I do the lift at night, or vice versa. Depends. How you doing?
I'm good, man. That's 2 times a day more than I work out at the moment.
Hey, hey, you gotta get it in. However you can, you gotta get it in.
Definitely. One of the things I definitely wanted to chat with you about is, I saw you at the ALW event a couple weeks ago,
Yep, yep.
and I've seen you on, AEW Dark and stuff like that, but I've never seen you on the independent scene. And
Yeah.
when you came out to the Backstreet Boys, man, let me tell you,
Hell yeah. My shit. That's my shit.
what's the inspiration behind that? Just love the Backstreet Boys.
Yes, it's a fun song. It always works. Gets a crowd into it. Also, my fiance loves Backstreet Boys, so I was like, you know what? Well, actually, no. I had that song already because I surprised her and I was like, "Hey, you like Backstreet Boys?" When I first met her, I was like, "Backstreet Boys, huh?" And then I put my song on, like, "This is my aunt's music," and she was like, "Oh my god!" But yeah, no, I love them, and the song always works, gets the crowd into it. It's a good, it's a good, it's a good, feel good song. So that's why I have that one. But there's a
Yeah,
lot of songs that I can use, but that's what I choose.
yeah, yeah, and that makes so much sense because I know when you came out, obviously, my wife, she's a huge Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys Sync fan, and she was like, ah.
Hell yeah, no, that was a fun night. ALW, they're a good place, they're a good spot.
Yeah, it have you caught any flack for it?
The song,
Yeah, has anybody been like, man,
usually it's like always good reviews. Some people are like, you could use something else, and I'm like, I could use something else, but why would I if this is something that I like and I enjoy? I don't know. But no, it's usually get good reviews. Usually people like it, people dance to it, people clap. It's a good moment song, that.
I definitely agree with that for sure, especially in, some of the indie shows, the crowd, might be kind of dead or, you know,
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
might not
You know how it is.
yeah, they might not be fully into it, but I I don't trust a human that doesn't pop when Backstreet Boys come on.
Me too. At this point, me too. It's like, what are you doing? Nah, it's good stuff. I've heard a lot of good songs, and a lot of good songs really help. So, or get help with crowd reaction. So that's what I believe, and I don't know. I enjoy it.
I think that's the main thing. I think that's the only thing that really matters too, as long as you
If the
enjoy
crowd
it.
enjoys it, right? Doesn't matter if they don't enjoy it. I mean, yeah, of course. We do it for the crowd.
Exactly. And I just did mention you have been on AEW Dark. You made
Yes,
your debut against Wardlow, who I'm
that was
not
fun.
a
Yep,
fan of.
that was a fun one. I just also debuted for NXT also a few weeks back. That was something crazy. I didn't even. That was just something special. Both nights, like wrestling for independence, wrestling on television for the major companies. It's 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 a night and day difference sometimes,
Yeah.
Um, but it's all wrestling, It's wrestling. It's doing what you do best. You do it on a bigger stage, you do it on a smaller stage. Doesn't matter. You have to always perform your best, no matter where you go. I'm sure you heard that from other wrestlers, but you have to always do your best. That's how I believe. I believe my personal beliefs are like if you always are your absolute best and you're always ready, you gotta get ready. You don't have to. You don't have to stress out about how you're going to perform if you know you are really talented and you know you put 100% into your work. A lot of guys don't, and I see that,
Yeah.
and I'm like that. I put 100% every time. Have to.
And you can tell, as a fans of wrestling, you have your fans who show up, they just watch each other hit a couple of spots and maybe do some cool moves, and then they go home. And some of them, they're a little bit more into it. They analyze it a little bit more.
The cool
And
moves, the booyahs, the back and forth, the handshake at the end. Yeah.
Exactly.
I
And
mean,
you,
sometimes they ain't bad. Sometimes they ain't bad, but you want to be different, you know.
I think that's the biggest thing right there is wanting to be different and just,
Yep.
setting yourself up to get somewhere,
Yep.
because
Yep.
in independent wrestling, you don't, I mean, it is a group effort and you are, depending on, your opponent as well, but no one's really making your name for you. You're making your name.
Oh yeah, totally. It's all you. No one's doing your work for you. No one's in the gym for you. No one's doing your diet for you. I mean, people can cook for you, but no one's gonna be putting the food in your mouth for you other than yourself. So you make the choices of what food you want to eat, and if you want to switch your diet or not. If you're dieting and you go off your diet, whose fault is that? That's yours. You know?
I think
I
that's a
don't know.
wonderful way to put it too. Definitely.
Yeah, like I've seen these videos of people like they'll eat like cake and then spit it out, and I'm like, I don't know. That to me doesn't seem like it works. I don't know. I don't like that. But dieting is the most important thing in terms of your physique. If you want to get a physique, if you want to just be a wrestler and just not have a good body, that's fine. I mean, people have their own preferences. You know, I believe, you know, having a good physique is very important. Being healthy is important. My diet has changed night and day in the last few months. I've been going from like I like to eat low carb, high protein, medium fats, but like I switch it up every now and then. Lately, I've been eating a lot of like whole foods, meat, chicken, eggs, that stuff, and it's been helping me out a lot.
That's good though that you recognized and kind of changed up and figured out what you wanted to do and you made the changes.
Yeah, your body needs to have a change every now and then. That's what I believe. Can't be the same thing, you know, all the time.
Yeah. You can only take so many green M&Ms before you want a red one.
Yep, yep.
And so, how did the AEW debut come about?
Funny, it's actually a really funny story. I was booked for two other events down in Florida that week,
Hmm.
and COVID happened, and COVID was a thing. It was during COVID, and me and my fiance were at Harry Potter World. It was me, her, and her friend. I wasn't a Harry Potter fan then. Now I'm the biggest Harry Potter fan I've ever in the world, but at the time I wasn't. So I was there. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like I like Hogwarts. It's kind of cool, but I wasn't really invested as they were. And so I'm chilling. I'm like, ah, shit, my shows got canceled. Oh yeah, I had two shows. They were canceled. I said, you know what? We'll go down anyway. Have a good time in Florida because we have the Airbnb. We have all this vacation set up. Let's go enjoy it. It was like a work vacation. You know what I mean, sort of thing.
Yep.
So now I'm in Hogwarts and we're doing our thing. I'm like, and we got butterbeer. And I was like, and they went to go to Ollivander's, which is like the wine store.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, I'll go pick up butterbeer, and you go online because I really don't care to be in the store. So I'll go get the butterbeer. So I went, and I got a message from one of the producers at AEW. Oh, hey, you available Wednesday? I see you're in Florida. I'm like, yeah. And that was it. Funny story. That was it. And I was like, hell yeah. And then I enjoyed Hogwarts even more after that.
Yeah. So you definitely got a special connection with Hogwarts
Yes.
now.
Yes. No, I love it, man. We went back, and I watched all the movies. I was in love with it. I was in love with Harry Potter. And then we went back to Universal Studios a few months ago, and we did just Harry Potter the whole day. I love it. I fucking love it. I'm in love.
And
It's
it's
making me.
so funny you say that because me and you are going to be a little bit similar
Let's
on
hear it.
that because me and my wife have been together for 10 years and I've
Okay.
never watched Harry Potter, never cared for it, never thought I'd
Yeah.
be into it. And just last year, she was like, you know what? She was like, let's run through all the movies. She's like, let's at least start with one, give it a chance and see what happens.
Yeah.
And by the end of the series, by the time we finished all like 7 or 8 of them or whatever it is, I'm like, oh my god, Harry Potter is the greatest fucking thing in the world.
Right. Oh my God, it is. And I have a new. I didn't wear it yet. I debuted it. I have a new set of gear that's dedicated to Hogwarts, to Gryffindor. I wanted to do Slytherin. I was like, you know what? Let me get Hogwarts because it's the basic, Harry Potter stuff. and I not Hogwarts, Gryffindor, and I
Yep.
got maroon and gold gear. I'm gonna wear it soon when I have my next match probably. But for the rest of the year, I'm off. Gonna take 2 weeks to recover my body, to enjoy time with family because with traveling is harder. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and I mean,
what?
there's no better time than now than the holidays around Christmas to take some time off.
Yeah, it's a good time to do so. To relax, to rehab your body. Do a little bit of cardio here and there, hit the gym still, or do all that cool stuff, but also just get your body right. Because you got one body. You have one body. You need to treat it right. That's what I
Yeah,
believe.
I think that's a good way to put it too. I think that's a wonderful thing to say, and that's something to touch on. Is you only
Yep.
get one body, and I don't think people fully understand that.
Yeah, yeah. You have one body, and it doesn't hurt to take some time to relax and heal up. Sometimes. So I took the 2 weeks off, Christmas and New Year's, to relax, heal up, spend quality time with family. Enjoy myself, enjoy my family. My fiance will travel with me sometimes. We'll go on the road together, but I don't always get to see my nephews, my nieces, my cousins, my aunt, my uncle. I don't get to see them. So,
Yeah,
and I've been seeing them for the last few days. It's been nice. It's been different. It's been nice.
yeah,
I'm enjoying that.
yeah. Because independent wrestling, that's just a bunch of driving and shows.
Yeah, flying, driving, all of it. And I love it. I love every minute of it. I enjoy it. Like I had 1 month where I flew eight or nine times,
Good
but
Lord.
like 4 of those flights were to Atlanta Airport. But the funny thing is, the Atlanta Airport is really fucking cool. So if you have a chance to go there, I would go there. It's the coolest airport you'll ever go to.
I,
It has like a jungle. Like you go on the air train, like the you go on not the air train. You go on this like escalator that goes straight,
yep.
and above you it will be like a rainforest. It's so cool. It's just so cool.
I flew to Texas from North Carolina about 11 years ago, and
Okay.
I went through Atlanta, but it was my first time flying, so I had so much anxiety. I just went like
Oh,
straight to my gate and sat down, and that was
so you didn't
it.
really get to enjoy it. Next time you go to
Exactly.
Atlanta Airport, you sit back, relax, and just like take a minute to like just soak it in. It's beautiful. And also, there's actually a poster of Cody Rhodes on the airport because he's from Atlanta. So like, there's a poster
Yep.
of him. It's just cool to see. It's fun. But I try to make my travels fun. So I always, wherever I travel, I always try to like look around and see the things that's in the area. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Look at the hoodies. They always have cool hoodies. So that's what I do.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you got to
That's
make it
fun.
interesting. You got to make it interesting since you're on the road so much because, a tree's a tree, a building's a building.
Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. So, oh, dude, I also there was like this one airport that had like statues of animals. It was so cool, and like I said, it makes time go by faster when you're at the airport. I had one time where my flight was like 5 a.m. and the show ended at like not 5 a.m. My flight was 4 a.m. or something like that, and the show ended at 12. So I had to go straight to the airport, and I literally just sat there for like 4 hours. But I also said, you know what? I'm not gonna sit here. I'm gonna go look around, take pictures, see the freaking sights, and it was nice. There was like so many different things to see in the airport. So I don't know. I enjoy that part of traveling. The sights, the airports, the food, different food there is. I was at AEW, and the promoter brought me to Cookout. Delicious. I never had it before. But it's delicious. But yeah. So that's what I enjoy about this wrestling stuff, like the traveling, the sights, the wrestling. Obviously, I love wrestling more than anything. Obviously, the wrestling, but the traveling is also very important to me too.
Yeah, and I wish more people had your mindset in just the 15 minutes. We've been talking. I can definitely tell that you look for the positive in
Yep.
things. You look for a different view instead of looking at it the same way. Try to look at it from a different perspective, spin things
Cool.
around, and
But yeah,
yeah, I wish that more people had that mindset. I really do.
thank you. No, it's important. I feel it's important, and I feel like as you get better in wrestling, the more you travel, the better. The better. I don't know. It's work. It's what it is. So why make work boring, or why not enjoy the extra parts of it? The commute. It's a commute.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And like I said, I definitely wish I had that mindset. And it's so easy nowadays to put in such a negative mindset with everything going on that I think it's important
Yep.
for people to know that you can just kind of take a step back. And I'm a big fan of Joe Tadai, who was on Dual Survivor, and he's always preaching about recharging your batteries.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing now. Recharging my whole battery. Not, I mean, you know what I mean. Recharging the
Yeah,
battery.
yeah,
Like my body
yeah.
has been had some nagging little injuries here and there, so you gotta do to heal up. You know.
Yeah, and that's one thing I always try to bring up if I can, because I don't know that. I'm sure people know it. I just don't know if they fully understand how much you guys really do wrestle with
Yep.
injuries, wrestle through injuries, and it's kind of the show must go on kind of thing. You can't just quit in the
Yes,
middle of the
always, always,
match.
and it doesn't. Fans, a lot of fans do appreciate it, but some fans don't understand how hard it is on their bodies to do what we do. But I don't know. It's all a balance between like keeping yourself healthy, pre match warm ups, yoga. I do a lot of yoga now. I never did yoga. Now I do now my warm ups pre match are a lot of stretching. You know, a lot of things I didn't do before. I didn't always stretch, and that causes a lot of shit.
I can only imagine because I never stretched in gym class and paid for it later.
Oh my god! But now I stretch every match. I have my regimen. I have my stretching regimen. I have my my workouts at the gym. I got my pre workout regimens. I got my like stretches. It's so important. It really is, especially what we do for what we do. You know, in terms of wrestling and stuff like that. That's so important. So I believe making everything benefit you, even if it's like 5 extra minutes. Yes, you may be in a rush, but it doesn't matter. Get your freaking stretches in. Get your pre warm ups in because you don't want to accidentally tear something. You know, people at the gym all the time. I see people at the gym tear their arms, tear their fucking biceps, and that's there's other reasons I'm sure, but also because of not proper warm up. And if you do you want to take an extra 5 minutes before you work out to get your biceps straight or get your muscles straight before you work out, or do you want to get injured and take 4 months off?
Seems like a no-brainer to me.
Yep, me too. Oh man, that was a good warm up for my day, and that's what I do. I go to the gym in the morning, warm up, get my cardio in, and then I go about my day, and then I go back at night.
Like I said, man, that's 2 times a day more than I work out. I definitely respect it. I definitely respect, the the out of the ring stuff. I almost respect just as much, if not more, because like I said, I don't work out. I I hate driving, 15 minutes to work, and you guys are on the road sometimes 12, 15 hours, and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
out of I mean, obviously, you have to respect the in ring stuff, the training that goes behind it, but
yep.
I respect the out of ring stuff almost more.
Oh yeah, me too, man. I love seeing guys out there hustle and bust their ass and like train as hard as they can, you know. And it's like I respect everybody who does what they do. You know, wrestling's not easy, so I always try to give respect to people. If you're a dick, maybe not as much, but if you're a good person, you have a good heart, and you work hard, I'm gonna be rooting for you always.
Definitely, definitely, and like I said, you can tell who puts in the work and who doesn't. You can definitely tell.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And most of the time, it's not who you think it is.
Well, man, I really appreciate you taking the time. I think
Oh, dude, of course. I've just been so slammed with stupid things. With like I had a new place and the place wasn't ready yet, and then it was ready, and then it wasn't ready. It was ready, then it didn't have the gas. And I couldn't shower. I had to go to the gym to shower. It was a whole mess. And then I have Christmas shopping I gotta do. I gotta friggin' just never ends. So thank you for being patient with me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things it's so cool to me that you're like, oh, we can knock this out, while I hit the gym real quick. And
Yeah.
I've had so many people leave me on red, ignore me or blow me off or say, hey, let's do it this date and this time, and then never show up. So the fact
Yep.
that you did it while working out means 10 times more to me.
No, I mean, of course, man. You're a good person. I can tell, and it's. I think it's all about killing two birds with one stone. You know, I just did my workout and I did a podcast. Why not?
Yeah, I think you've already did more in one day than most people, or more before like 11 a.m. than most people will do all day.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. Hopefully, soon it pays off even more than it has. But I'm trying my best, man. Thank you very much for having me on your show. If you want to follow me on Instagram, follow me at Instagram at Vinny Pacifico. On Twitter, Vinny Pacifico1. And Facebook is Vinny Pacifico. But Facebook, I reached limit of friends. So stick to Twitter and Instagram.
I got you. Yeah, and I do have the link to all your social medias
Oh,
in the description of this video.
perfect.
So, the links are already there. All people got to do is click it. I made it super simple for them.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you very much for having me. And you be safe, okay? Happy holidays.
You too, man. I really appreciate it. Merry Christmas, man.